Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday to everyone out there. Welcome to the Chainmovers podcast. And as usual, I'll be your host, Chad. And with me is my lovely co-host, Lacey.
Hello.
Nice to see you today, Lace.
Nice to see you.
Thanks. It's cold out there today.
Yeah. Chilly.
It's cold this morning.
Yeah.
Went off and seen the convoy.
We did.
Leaving Lloyd.
Yep.
Which was pretty awesome.
It was very awesome. I am so happy that we did that.
It's cold, though.
Happy to support them.
It was very cold this morning.
It was cold.
It was like, I don't know, minus 18 or something. It was sunny, but cold.
Well,
not even sunny.
It wasn't sunny.
It was
right
bright, away. I guess.
When the sun come out, it did feel nice.
Yeah. But it hasn't really felt nice all day. I don't know if there's a bunch of humidity in the air or what, but it feels cold.
Yeah, it does.
Not really enjoying that one bit. So there's that.
There's that.
That's me. Oh, Lace, look what I forgot. There we go. Got our names up on the screen.
There you go. Chad and Lace.
Lace.
Yeah.
Our first side story, well, we're going to get right into it because this NFL weekend was mind-blowing.
Very crazy.
Some excellent football played this weekend. But
Unreal.
Before we get in there, we're going to start with our side stories. And a very important one.
Okay.
I'm going to let you tell everyone.
What?
About your success this weekend.
I had a 4-game parlay.
Isn't that impressive?
Thank you. Thank you.
The most unlikely of parlays. She hit.
I did. Which means all of our games were opposite.
That's right.
So for me to hit, Chad had to be wrong on all of them.
And I was.
And he was.
So congratulations to me. I was also perfect this weekend.
You didn't believe in my bet, so he only bet a very little amount.
You know, those sports books must have made just a fucking killing this weekend.
Yeah.
Do you know how many of those parlays were out there? Very few. Very few.
But I hit.
I seen another guy on Instagram. I follow a gambling account on there. He didn't even play spreads. He took the money lines.
Really?
Yes.
And he made a bunch of money.
He bet $5,000. He won $161,000.
It could have been us.
Who takes the money line on the Bengals? Who? Sounds like I got an owl in my pocket.
Yeah.
Holy lightning. But
I would have taken the money.
Congrats to that guy. I mean, wow.
What about congrats to
Oh,
me?
Absolutely. What else do you want from me? I threw you a shout out on all our social media pages.
I know. I really enjoyed it.
And I fessed up. I went 0-4. You went 4-0.
It was awesome.
I got my balls busted at work today even about it.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
First thing this morning, too. First meeting.
Really?
Yeah, getting my sack cracked.
Who knew?
Who doesn't know? You think you're the only one that watches this show?
No, I didn't know that you have colleagues that watch
I do.
that often.
I do, and they took full advantage of my 0-4 record. So, but it's all in good fun, and hey, a guy deserves to get his ass beat when you go 0-4.
Did they say how awesome mine picks were?
No, forgot to mention that in there. I didn't crowbar it in, so.
I would have.
But impressive.
Thank you.
Nonetheless.
Thanks. And remember, 2 of those I switched.
What was it?
Last
Cincy
minute.
-3?
Mm-hmm.
Rams plus 2.5. Right? Yes.
Yes.
San Fran plus 6.
Yes.
And KC minus 1.5 is the odds you have.
Since he was the favorite?
Plus.
Yeah, okay. I thought you...
Plus 3.
Yeah, okay.
Plus 3. Yeah, it had to have been plus 3.
Yeah.
No. Must have been plus 2.5. They won by 3. Otherwise, it would have pushed it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, must have been 2.5. So.
Right.
Good thing we got the 2.5 in.
Yeah.
You'd have lost. Well, you wouldn't have lost. It would just would have decreased your winnings. But mind-blowing that paid out. I couldn't fucking believe it.
All I needed was Kansas City to win last night.
Very good, though.
Thank you.
Very well done.
I was pretty pumped about it.
One more of those, and we'll get into the real story. You ready?
Yes.
Major League Baseball and the Players Association, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, how they are currently locked out.
Okay.
Talks are continuing. They're heating up, if you will.
Oh, okay.
3 main issues holding them back. Players Association wants the league minimum from $570,000 a year to $775,000 a year. And with the way inflation's going, they could maybe afford to fill up their tank with fuel once in a while.
Yeah.
Can you imagine trying to live in like LA or New York right now?
No.
Insane.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Insane. Like, it would be nuts. Next up, instituting a draft lottery for non-playoff teams for the top 8 picks. Currently, they don't have a draft lottery, neither does the NFL.
What do they do?
Where you finish is where you pick.
Oh, okay.
So tanking is rewarded,
Okay. Right.
They're trying to eliminate that.
I like that.
So do I. Well, I do and I don't. Yeah, well, it's going to be one of those things that...
I get what
you look at the Oilers.
Yeah.
How they ended up with all those number 1 picks, right? Yeah, well, not that it's helping them, but regardless, it's not always necessarily the fairest way.
Yeah, that's true.
Such is life. Honestly, I don't care if they do it in baseball or not.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
There's advantages and disadvantages to both ways.
Yeah, when you're...
I don't know what I would prefer.
I mean, baseball prospects are never nearly as touted as, like, football
NFL.
prospects or
basketball.
prospects. So, I mean, those scouting teams really have to work. Those major league scouting teams.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Like, they probably spend a lot of time in the Dominican, Cuba, because that's where the
Sweet.
majority of your studs come from. These days, it seems to be, right? With the exception of, like, a Mike Trout or someone like that. But,
That'd be sweet.
So... And thirdly, Lace, increasing the competitive balance tax from $210 to $245 million.
What's that mean?
Competitive balance tax is the same thing as the luxury tax. So what they do is they take the entire team's average annual salary, add it all together, and if it's above, last year was $210 million, then you pay a 20% tax for every dollar you're over, I think. So it adds up in a hurry, but for a team like the Yankees or the Red Sox, they don't care. They got tons of cash, right?
Okay.
You do it 2 years in a row, it's 30%.
Okay.
On every dollar. And then every consecutive year after is 50%. So you can play over the salary cap. Doesn't matter, but you're going to pay.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to get that raised, which of course, obviously that means there's more money for the players, right? Without any financial penalty to the owners.
Right.
So... They're obviously not stupid.
Right.
Everybody wins, right? Let's just get more money thrown in there. But regardless, the talks are heating up. Spring training, just a few weeks away.
Yeah, it should
2
be getting
maybe?
close, eh?
2 weeks?
Yeah.
So they don't get something hammered out by then. I mean, it's pretty easy to cut down the preseason. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you only get 2 games in or something, that... kind of makes it tough. Yeah. The season could still move forward, but you probably really don't know who's going to be on that opening day roster until after game 2.
Right.
Which, whatever, figure it out.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
So that's it. That's all I know on that topic, Lacey.
All right.
Moving over. This one's actually pretty sad, Lace.
I like sad.
6 people dead so far.
Oh, jeez.
At an African soccer game. Africa Cup of Nations soccer game. The Stampede was going into the stadium, so they could actually watch the game. 40 injured, 6 dead already. There could be more. I don't know. That was a late breaking story.
Holy shit.
So, Cameroon and can't remember the other team. Doesn't really matter.
Like the people who are stampeding in and people have died?
Yes, they just trampled them trying to get into the stadium.
Why?
Because they wanted to watch.
Wow! God.
Soccer savage, man. Like, have you never seen on TV when they got the road flares in the stands?
Yeah,
and like,
but
it's wicked.
people are dying.
I would love to go to one of those games.
Oh, sounds like a great time to me.
Oh yeah, you got to get drunk because you're probably getting elbowed in the face.
No, that doesn't sound fun
everyone's
to
just
me.
giving her. I think it'd be a good time.
I was scared to go to Oakland.
You should be.
No, they're in Vegas.
That might be more dangerous than this game was.
They just look scary in Oakland.
As long as you're wearing a Raiders jersey, you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
They'll leave you alone. So,
Lee.
yeah. That would have been cool to be down in the black hole.
Yeah, it would have been.
But such is life.
Kind of sad they moved for that reason.
Such is life.
No,
but
never see the Oakland
Raiders. So that's a sad story.
That's horrible.
I don't know what the deal was.
It's
like,
awful.
do you not? Maybe they don't have assigned seating. It's just this gets you in the door and fuck good luck. I don't know how it works in Africa.
Well, look at those crazy people though. Was that in Dallas?
Yeah, but nobody killed anyone.
No, I know, but we know they have assigned seating.
It could have happened. It could have happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the third guy in the door fell.
Yeah.
You can't stop that fast, right? And you might be turning around trying to say whoa, but nobody's listening, right?
And if you try to stop, then good chance you're going to be laying beside that guy.
Yeah, for sure. Broken ankles all over the place.
Oh my, that is so sad. Why? Why do things like this have to happen?
Won't someone please think of the children?
Yeah, or the people laying on the ground.
Right.
Do we think of them? It's just a combination of I'm angry and sad.
Okay, enough of that. Let's move over, Lace.
Bad combo.
Saints owner Gail Benson unsure of Sean Payton's future with the team. She's not firing him. He just hasn't given any indication as to whether or not he's coming back for another.
Oh, okay.
Sean Payton, 58 years of age. Everyone's just left him alone after a grind of a season. New Orleans did have a grind of a season.
Yeah, they did.
Ton of injuries. It was just a rough one for him, right?
It was.
They still finished one game over 500, which is pretty impressive.
I don't hate him as a coach.
No, I don't
think
Sean.
I don't think the problem was him.
Never has been. No.
So.
He's under contract till 2024. So if he wanted to go somewhere else, there'd have to be a trade.
You can trade coaches?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
But apparently there's a lot of networks that have expressed interest in him as well.
Well, I get that.
So, we'll see. We'll see what happens in New Orleans. With a shortage of good head coaches out there,
Yeah.
he should probably do them a solid and let them know.
Yeah.
Because there's like nobody left out. Well, Brian Flores still hasn't been hired, which is crazy to me. But
Yeah, that is crazy.
I'd have scooped him right away. But
Like Chicago?
Chicago's too dumb to hire him. I can't believe they haven't hired anyone yet. How long are you going to let this fester for?
Oh, I'm
Like, you guys were 6-11. You got lots of work to do.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like a thing to hate your team. Like, do a majority of people hate their teams?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. It's like, why do I like you? I hate you.
Yeah, you guys are so stupid. Why do I like you? It's a curse. It really is a curse.
Anyway.
Well, I had your story at number 4, your parlay, but we already celebrated that.
Can't believe you're gonna wait till 4.
Well, you got to keep people. It's like you get them on the hook, right?
Oh.
You just crank a couple times, just pull the rod. And then I dropped the parlay bomb on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
But I dropped it early. I was so excited.
Thanks.
Last but not least, Lacey, AB resurfacing,
Oh god.
mocking the Bucks after their loss
Oh, of course he is.
to the Rams, and coming out and saying he wants to play with Lamar Jackson next season.
Oh.
So, Baltimore, just don't go down that road.
Like, he just flat out said that's who he wants to play with?
Yeah, he'll have that locker room split by like week 2, week 3.
Or he'll play for a couple weeks and...
He doesn't want to live
again.
in Baltimore.
Oh, come on.
If Tampa wasn't good enough for him,
Yeah, exactly.
come on. So
I'm saying, like, LA, I think is the only place he could be. Like, you'd think Tampa should have been good enough.
yeah, I mean, competitive
Miami.
team. Yeah, nice weather, celebrities all
Yeah,
over. That's what
that's what
these
he
guys
needs,
want,
yes.
right? OBJ, AB.
He wants to lay by a pool, girls around him.
Yeah,
That's what he wants.
Sipping cognac
Yeah.
with a big
Hanging out with
gold
rappers.
chain on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the shit he wants.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean,
he
good
must
on
be,
him.
like, in pretty much a music video.
Yeah, that's what he
That's
wants,
life.
and great.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna find that in Baltimore.
No.
So
He will never let us there.
no, I think it's gonna be hilarious if Baltimore is dumb enough
Yeah.
to go ahead and sign him.
It'll be like a month tops.
But granted, this is a guy you're gonna pick up for next to nothing.
That's true.
But even so,
Yeah.
is it worth it?
No.
I don't know. Imagine him and Marquise Brown.
No.
Wow. Wow! No.
Yeah. I don't know what you're thinking.
If I was a Baltimore GM, I'd be like, wow, imagine those two.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. Slap yourself out of it. Stop. It's a bad idea. But regardless, Lace, that's all I have for side stories. And now we can actually finally get into what was a tremendous divisional round.
Amazing.
In the NFL this weekend. First up, we had the Bengals Titans in an absolute thriller.
Everyone was a thriller.
Last second field goal. 3 of those games were won on... No, all of them were.
Uh-huh.
All of them ended up being a field goal to win it. No.
Kansas
KC,
City.
Sorry. But the Bengals roll into Tennessee and take out the number 1 seeded Titans.
Yeah, they did.
Wow! Unbelievable. Joey Burrow sacked 9 times in that game.
10?
9.
9?
And they still come away with the dub.
It was like nothing even hit him.
Right.
Didn't even care.
Didn't even throw for a touchdown in this game.
Yeah.
Joey Burrow, 28-37. Yeah, no touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 5 receptions, 109 yards. 52-yard field goal with, I don't know, what was there, 4 seconds left on the clock. Evan McPherson, rookie kicker. Apparently, supposedly, the legend is growing that before he went out there, turned to the boys. I think Joe Burrow was standing with them on the sideline or whatever. He's like, well, I guess we're going to the AFC Championship game. He went out there and drilled a 52-yarder.
Nice.
So, have you ever seen that video of him?
Love it.
When he played his college ball in Florida.
Okay.
And they taped like a Gatorade bottle way up, like where there's a guardrail, and he was down on the field.
Okay.
And he said he tried it about 30 or 40 times, and he kicked the ball, and it just hit the lid and spun the lid off. Yeah.
Oh,
it's amazing.
That is amazing.
It'll blow your mind. If you haven't seen it, look it up.
I'm going to go.
It's a pretty old video, but it's pretty cool.
Wow. That's cool.
Ryan Tannehill, 15-24, 220 yards, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions, 2 of which were tips. I felt bad for Tannehill in this one. But A.J. Brown went off 5, 142, and 1. Big day for him. Derrick Henry did not have as big a day. He had a touchdown and 60-some yards, but it wasn't enough. They couldn't get it done. So the million-dollar question after this one, Lacey, is what do the Titans do with Tannehill? You know what you're getting with him.
Yeah.
And it ain't going to be 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
It's not enough.
It's never enough. Unless it's a regular season. Then it was enough.
So do they need... How's their line? Like, does he need help there? No, Burrow's got sacked 9 times. Yeah, that's not...
The Titans gave up 1 sack.
Yeah, so that's not it.
I can't explain this game. How it happened. Well, obviously the turnovers helped.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm dumbfounded that the Bengals went in there and won. I just can't believe it.
They look good.
I don't know.
I'm a big Joey fan, though.
They're going to get clobbered this
weekend.
him.
I like the
this
kid.
This upcoming weekend.
No.
They're going to get absolutely smashed. Yeah, they are. Do the opposite of what I say, and you might win some money. Moving over, Lace. Obviously, another thriller.
All thrillers.
Any guesses to which one we're going to?
Well, they all were, so. Green Bay.
You're right. 49ers at the Packers. The 49ers go on the road into Lambeau and defeat the Green Bay Packers 13-10. Aaron Rodgers remains winless against the 49ers in the playoffs. An 0-4 mark against the Niners. Jimmy G, 11-19, 131, and 1 interception, and he won. That's criminal when we go through Josh Allen's stat line. And he lost. That's absolutely criminal.
It's cold.
No offensive or defensive touchdowns for the 49ers in this game, and they won. Aaron Rodgers, 20-29, 225 yards. What happened? What happened?
I loved it.
Unreal. I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
The Green Bay Packers refused, and I don't know if this was by design or if this was Aaron Rodgers, they refused to go to anyone other than Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. Mm-hmm. And in the first half, it worked. for a bit.
Right.
Second half, Niners made the adjustment. They had no answers. Aaron Rodgers refused to throw the ball to anyone else. Well, he did throw it to, who's their tight end?
Yeah.
Mercedes Lewis. He fumbled on that one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. But, I mean, honestly, did Lazard catch a ball?
I think he did.
One or two, maybe?
He might have dropped it, though, too.
I don't know. Regardless, that was a piss poor game plan from the Packers.
Yes.
49ers defense showed up big time.
Yeah.
So that defense is legit.
Yeah.
Absolutely legit. And I love their chances against the Rams.
What?
I love it.
You're crazy.
I hate the Rams.
You're so crazy.
No, but I do.
Why do you hate the Rams?
No, I do.
Why do you hate weird teams?
I don't like OBJ.
He is such a small... You don't even notice him there.
Oh, he's
other than
just
his
there.
hair.
He's just there.
I hate his hair.
I don't like him.
Oh, well. I didn't even... I forget he's even there.
OBJ aside.
You hate...
I like the 49ers to go into SoFi and win. That defense is savage, man. It's so savage.
No.
And they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be absolutely fine.
You're crazy.
We'll see.
So far, I think we're gonna have opposite picks again.
Crazy like a fox.
Crazy like a clown.
You are a clown.
That's what I wanted.
Bullshit. The 49ers defense can run with anyone.
No.
Yes. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. And they will. You'll see. You'll see.
I think I just got lucky.
Aaron Rodgers' future in Green Bay, obviously up in the air after this one. Green Bay executives make it very clear they'd love to have Aaron back.
No.
Aaron, he doesn't want to be part of a rebuild. I get it. He's like 36 or whatever he is. He doesn't have time for a rebuild. He's going to go ring chasing, I presume, like Tom. So, not that Tom had to chase any. I guess he wanted another one, but yeah. So, where will Tom end up next year?
Well, I'm just trying to think of that now then, I guess.
New Orleans? Stay in the NFC?
That could be something, maybe.
Lots of talk of Denver.
No. What?
I don't understand that because he doesn't want a team that's in a rebuild.
Right. That doesn't
Denver's
make any
trash
sense to me.
So.
No, that doesn't make sense. Who else was decent and needs a quarterback?
Detroit?
Stop it.
There's no way.
No, he's not going there.
They're not letting him go inside the division?
Yeah, no.
Not a fucking chance.
I would think he's would be like, fuck no.
Fuck that.
I am not. I will go anywhere but Detroit.
I refuse to go there.
I wouldn't blame him.
They should
Unless
just come
he'd go
into
to CFL.
They should just call him up and just say, "Hey, Aaron, we traded you to Detroit." They can't. He restructured that deal coming into this year because he was unhappy at the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah, what was his deal?
Yeah, he's just pissed off at everything, I guess.
It's his hair.
But he restructured that. That has nothing to do with it. Restructured his deal. It's very Aaron Rodgers friendly. So he pretty much determines where he goes now at this point.
So they can't just trade him anyway.
In essence, a no trade clause like the NFL. Or, sorry, the NHL, right?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know where he might go then. It's got to be a solid team.
Green Bay is clearly not in a rebuild, though.
No. So it seems weird that he would leave.
So I don't know.
I don't think he will. He'll stay.
Aaron Rodgers chokes in the playoffs again.
Hard.
That was a choke job. Big time. You're 13-3, fresh off a bye. And you guys...
And home.
Drop, at Lambeau.
In the cold.
Yeah.
Like, nothing... It was just the perfect setup for them.
I had a dude ready to call me out because I said that they were practicing in the hotel.
Yeah.
Right? And so I seen some other guy said this too. He was a Packers fan, right?
Okay.
So I went on there and I said, as a Canadian, if you do not practice in the environment in which you're going to play, you're at a significant disadvantage.
Yeah. I agree
It's
with
hard
that.
to train for the cold.
Yes, absolutely.
So you better get in as much time as you can,
Yeah.
right? The hits hurt more, the ball hurts more,
Yeah.
it's slippery,
Yeah.
all these things, right? I said the Packers will handle them easily. Like 5 minutes after that game was over, and this was like 3 days before the game. 2 or 3 days, boom! There was some guy on there and said,
what?
Yes. And I was like, hey, dude, what can I say? The 49ers came out there.
Yeah.
And they hung in there and they got it done.
Yeah.
There's not much else to say. So, but yeah, he was just like, bang.
Like from like a post like a long time. Like someone you know?
No.
What?
I don't know who this guy is.
So you just waited. He was just waiting.
Boom, bitch.
I love it.
Served me that L right on Twitter.
I 100% agree with you. They got lucky.
Who? Oh, the Pack? Or
No.
the 49ers?
The 49ers.
Well, I don't know about that.
Really? You think the Packers played to their ability? No, they didn't.
Well, I mean, that's really on the Packers. Yeah, I guess 49ers, you could say they got lucky. I don't know if I agree with that, but...
Really? Any given Sunday? I don't know.
Yeah, well, obviously, this weekend is a testament to that.
Exactly, yeah.
So, enough of that one, though,
Interesting.
Lace.
I like that.
What time? Funny. What are we at here? 26?
26.
Okay, we're going to take
a while to find.
We're going to take a quick break because this... I'm not even going to spend a bunch of time on the Rams-Bucks game. No. We're going to go hard on the Chiefs-Bills game, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that thing was a thing of beauty. So on that note, we're going to take a quick break right now, and then we're going to come back.
Okay.
All right. See you in a bit. Do you love sports? Sick of all the same mainstream sports shows? Then join us on the Chainmovers podcast. We will give you real takes without all the mainstream BS. Catch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube Live or wherever you get your podcast content. Again, that's the Chainmovers podcast. Join us. That's what keeps me coming back. Is that crowd?
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
It's like a drug. It hits your veins.
Yeah.
You know? All right, enough of that, Lacey. Let's move over to the Rams and the Bucks.
You said it like I was, you know.
You were going to encourage it.
Okay.
I can sense it. Rams-Bucks. Rams take this one 30-27. Last minute field goal.
Again. By the visiting team.
Matt Stafford showed up in this one.
Yeah, he did.
28-36, 366 yards and 2 touchdowns. No picks for Matt Stafford, which...
He was dialed in.
Yeah, he looked good, especially when they got the ball back at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked good. Tom Brady, 30-54, 329 yards, touchdown and a pick. Cooper Kupp, 9 receptions, $183 and a touchdown. This guy, is there anything he can't do?
Nope.
He's amazing.
He is quite amazing.
Superhero. Fuck,
yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, he's so good.
So good.
So good.
For a little white guy, he's pretty good. So.
Yeah, he's not very big, eh?
Nope. No, he's not a big man at all. Fast, though, and runs a filthy route. Hard to cover.
We watched that little... It was like a super short documentary kind of thing about him when he was a kid with his dad. Did you watch that?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was kind of neat. Just like the drills that they ran, just like in their house.
Oh, yeah.
And so they had like this doorway, and I think it was a hallway. It was just the size of a door though, and it was led into kind of like a T, I guess, intersection.
Oh, okay.
And he would just come flying from one side or the other, and his dad would already be throwing the ball, so he was like, quick think, whether you're diving for it or you're, jumping for it or whatever. And then something with a garden hose. There was something with a garden hose too.
His dad beat him with a garden hose.
No,
if he dropped the pass.
That was the sideline. You're a dork. The garden hose was the sideline. And his dad...
In the hallway?
No, this was in their yard now. And his dad would throw it out of bounds, and all he did was toe drags.
Toe taps?
Yeah. Try to keep them in.
Toe drags.
So it's hockey. Getting my sports mixed up. You knew what I meant. Anyway, he could feel it a little bit, right? Yeah. So it was like kind of progressive. Like he was just a little fella. Like it showed like home videos then of them doing these things.
Well, he's still a little fella.
Yeah, but he was like, I don't know, 8 or something maybe. Yeah, it was kind of neat.
extremely talented and showed up. No, he's been showing up all year, right? It's, $9.83 and a tutty. Mike Evans, 8, 119 and 1. Leonard Fournette, playoff Lenny, 1351 and 2. It was not enough. This was a 27-3 game at one point. So the simple fact that it ended this close is a testament to Tom. The Tampa Bay defense. I will never figure out these defenses with under a minute to go. In the wise words of the late John Madden, prevent defense only does one thing. It prevents you from winning. That's it. And that couldn't have been more true this weekend. It was unbelievable. This prevent bullshit. When the other team has timeouts, that is the part that really...
Right. When you were yelling at
bakes
the TV.
your noodle.
Right.
You know? It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
What does that even mean?
Why are you doing that? It's
Bake
absurd.
your noodle.
It'll bake your noodle, all right.
What the hell?
That's right.
I've never heard that before. Anyway.
I'll bake your noodle, Lace. Fry your banana.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
No one's heard of these things before.
Well, now they have.
Bake your noodle.
That's right. Bake the old noodle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll never understand it. 42 seconds left. Stafford gets the ball back. Comes out like a man on a mission.
Just on a mission.
Just firing darts.
To Kupp.
It's Cooper Kupp.
Twice across the middle?
No. Were they both to him? Because that 50-yard bomb that set him up on like the 10 or whatever was to Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
I don't know if the one before it was. Regardless, it was 2 plays and they were there.
Yeah. Was it 45 yards or something?
I don't know. If you're gonna sit there and rush 3 or 4 guys on plays like that, you're gonna get killed every time. Especially when you got receivers like that. And a Q like that who was playing that well up until that point. Right. It's not like he was struggling.
No. He was playing well all night.
So what are you doing?
He wanted to win.
What are you doing?
He come out ready. Yeah, that was weird.
Well, he's had 12 years of preparation. So.
Yeah, I guess.
Tom Brady's forgot about more games than he'll ever play in the playoffs.
So we talked about that a little bit too, actually. And I said, like, it's like Tom Brady's just like, meh. Like, he's on the sideline. It's like, whatever.
He's played 47 playoff games. He's thrown for over 12,000 yards in the playoffs.
It's nuts.
Like,
it's just another game to him.
He's been there, right?
Like, I think Tom Brady always wants to win. It wasn't that he didn't want to win. It was just, it wasn't, I don't know. There just didn't seem to be any. But at the same time, I was going to say there was no urgency. And yet no one can scare me at the end of a game, even down by whatever they were down by, like Tom Brady.
Down by 24.
I thought they were going to come back and win. Like, because it's Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
Any other quarterback, I would not have been concerned. But I'm like, it's fucking Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he does it.
You better play her till the final whistle because he ain't stopping until then. So, hell of a ball game.
It was good.
Hell of a ball game. Big $1 million question, Lacey, is Tom Brady done? He's non-committal about returning. He has his own podcast show type thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Said on there today that his wife deserves to have him around for everything. His kids deserve to have him around more. Foreshadowing, will he be back, won't he be back? I don't know, he just broke the single season passing yards record, so that was the quietest guy to ever do it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He was over 5,300 yards this season.
Wow.
I
don't know.
Do you walk away on top? But he didn't win the Super Bowl.
And that
he's got 7 rings. He's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. I'm not a huge Brady guy, but I respect him.
Yeah. And I've come around to that.
I respect his ability, yeah. Years ago, I was just like, fuck Brady.
Yeah, I just hated him. I respect him now.
You have to. If you're any kind of football fan.
You have to respect Tom Brady. Absolutely. Yeah, and he did, like, they had a little blurb of, like, kind of what, because they just flat out asked him. Of course they did, right?
Every year they're going to Well, they've been asking him for a while now, so.
And it is just like, he would like, he would say something that would lead you to believe that he's retiring. And then he would say something to make you believe that he's staying. But the first thing he did say was, because I think the question was asked, what is the perfect way to go out? And he said, with a Super Bowl win. So is he? I bet you he's back.
Because he needs another Super Bowl.
He wants one more. He wants to go out.
This shit's like crack to Tom Brady. He just loves it. He just can't get enough.
No, yeah.
And if you're still in that mindset, why quit?
And that's what he had said at the beginning of the year.
Because that's a big thing for a lot of guys, that they're just like, I'm sick of being fucking hurt. Yeah. He's never hurt.
No.
I'm sick of the grind in the gym. I'm sick of watching what I eat all the time. I'm
missing his wife and kids.
I'm sick of showing up at practice at 5 a.m. I'm done. Right? And a lot of guys get to that point and they retire, right? They're just, I just don't want it anymore. But he's obviously not at that point.
Right. And that's also something that he said at the beginning of the year. Remember, we were talking about that too. And he said that's the part that needs to go for him.
Mentally, yeah.
And he said he's not there yet.
Well, obviously not.
No.
He played fantastic this year. So.
I think he's back next year.
With Tampa?
I don't know. Or that's a tough one.
Or does he slide in at San Fran?
Oh, what?
Imagine. He's not going to go to a rebuild either.
No, that's true. He wants it immediately.
And San Fran fans love shitting on Jimmy G.
Yeah, they do. Wouldn't that
This guy does nothing
Jimmy
but
G?
win games for him, and they just love to shit on him.
Yeah, they just swap.
Like, yes, he's not a rock star. But apparently he doesn't have to be. You guys are in the NFC Championship game. So what's the problem?
Yeah.
And I like your chances. So.
Weird.
Yeah. If I say I like their chances, they're going to fucking win. No, they're not. I speak nothing but the gospel. What do you think of that?
I 100% disagree with you.
He could stay in the NFC. I think he's going to go to San Fran.
I think he'll stay in Tampa.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like any of these rookie quarterbacks, with the exception of Mac Jones,
are safe. Or what?
Are really garnering an honest look at a starter.
Right. No, I agree with
Not
you.
a one.
No.
And I mean, all of you out there can say Justin Fields is going to be fantastic. He's not. So he's not. He's not going to be.
Do you get a lot of people saying this to you?
No.
Or are you just bringing him up again because?
Well, he's part of that rookie class.
Yeah, but that's weird that you.
He's the only other guy with starting experience that came from this rookie class.
Oh, okay.
Trevor Lawrence. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't exactly have a lot of faith in Trevor Lawrence either right now.
No, I have zero.
So, but that was a horrid team he was on to. So I'll give him a little bit of leeway, but he did nothing to really help that team either. All he did was throw fucking picks.
Yeah, all day. All day long.
But regardless. We will see where Tom Brady ends up. Yeah, you think he's going to go back to Tampa, though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're not a bad team.
Tampa?
Yeah.
No, they're the defending Super Bowl champions, so
I don't see why he would leave. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know what their cap situation looks like. I think they got room, though.
And
But they have to re-sign a bunch of guys.
Oh, do they?
I think this offseason. So that's going to be a big factor.
Oh, okay.
On what he does, I'm sure. But
yeah,
Godwin, well, who knows? Guys are coming back from torn Achilles in 6 months, so he could be ready for the start of the season. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll stay as long as they can. Like, as long as the team can keep.
Yeah, if they can.
Everyone.
They do need to shore up that secondary, though.
Yeah.
Antoine Winfield just got fucking roasted by Cooper Kupp on that last play.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't.
And Cooper Kupp didn't even... He just ran a fucking flat.
Yeah. I think one of the guys fell.
Not a flat.
No, not a flat.
A 9, if you want to call it that.
Sure. I don't know what a 9 is, but I know it's not a flat.
Yeah, it wasn't a flat. But he just roasted Winfield.
Yeah.
Like, it was horrid. It's like, dude, if you're going to run man against this guy, you might want to play off. I don't know.
Run faster.
Or if you're going to press him, you better knock him on his ass because he's going to beat you. So, yeah, regardless. But Lacey, enough of the Bucks-Rams game.
Yeah, we weren't going to talk about it long.
We did. We talked about it a long time.
Let's
let's get into the crown jewel that was this weekend. The Bills and the Chiefs in a game to end all playoff games. A lot of people today saying, we don't even want an NFC championship. Give us a best of 3 of these two teams.
Oh,
the best 2 teams in football.
Wow.
Can't say I disagree after that one. That was a slugfest, shootout. What a game. Good. What a game.
It was good.
Chiefs take it 42-36, which I'm sure all of us know. It's all anyone has been talking about.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, 27-37, 329 yards and 4 touchdowns. He rushed for 11. He had 11 carries, 68 yards. Patrick Mahomes on the other side, 33 of 44, 378 yards, 3 touchdowns, 7 carries, 69 yards, and another touchdown. These two are going to have some epic battles in the coming years.
Rivalry is born.
Gabriel Davis, Buffalo Bills wideout, 8 receptions, 201 yards, and a touchdown. And you think the fucking Kansas City Chiefs would bring safety help on him? Not a chance.
1 touchdown?
4, sorry.
Yeah, you said 1.
Oh,
I was like,
4
what?
touchdowns. Yeah. Dude shot the fucking lights out.
Unreal.
And you think they would bring help for him? Good luck, whoever's covering him. Though I think it was his 4th touchdown. I don't know if you've seen it today, and I didn't even notice it in the game. But, like, the guy he beat on that route looked like he got hit with a sniper rifle. Like, he was just ankles broken, and he's laying on the ground, and Gabriel Davis was wide open. Like, it was just so filthy. Like, that dude's career is over, man. Like, there's no way you can come back from that. It was just horrid. Tyreek Hill, 11 receptions, 150 yards, and a touchdown, continuing to be a game breaker on what was in essence a nothing play. He turned it into a touchdown. The dude is so fast.
So fast.
Like, stupid fast.
So crazy.
Like, it's ridiculous.
It is. It looks fake.
Yeah, how fast he is.
He looks like a cartoon out there. Like, it's so... And I don't think... Again, he's so little, right?
They call him Cheetah for a reason.
Yeah. Like, he's
that
just...
dude is so
unreal.
ridiculous. It was like a 5-yard gain that he hit him on.
Yeah.
And gone.
Yeah. It was
like,
crazy.
You can't defend that. You can't. Because if you do, they got Kelsey on the other side. The Chiefs are stacked. It's no secret, right?
Buffalo really had a problem tackling.
They did. They really struggled with tackling.
Yes. Never the first tackle.
No.
Like,
and it didn't matter who it was.
Nope. They got through the first one every time.
McKinnon, Edwards-Helaire, Hill, Kelsey, always needs 2 or 3 tacklers, but Mecole Hardman, it didn't matter.
No.
Byron Pringle, everyone shook the first tackle.
Yeah.
And that starts to wear on you after a while too, right?
Yeah.
So, 13 seconds left in regulation in this one. Josh Allen had won the game for the Bills again.
So nuts.
At that point, 13 seconds left. You gotta think we're good. Wrong. 2 plays. Mahomes goes 45 yards, 50 yards.
Yeah.
And Butker hits the game-time field goal. We're off to overtime. Again, this was a brutal example of prevent defense. So the Bills secondary playing prevent at this point and defending the sideline when the Chiefs had 2 timeouts left.
Yeah.
Why are you pushing guys towards the middle of the field? And then there was no safety help over the top.
Right. Yeah, that was weird.
I don't understand it.
No.
I don't understand it. And that's coming up. We'll get into that. There's just so much to talk about with this game. There's 25 points scored in the last 2 minutes of this game.
That's insane.
Like, that's absurd.
Yeah.
It's absolutely absurd.
It was great watching, though.
Butker hits the game tire. We're tied at 36 going into overtime. KC wins the coin toss. And they never looked back. They scored on their first possession. You could tell Buffalo's defense was gassed, which both defenses probably were.
Yeah.
That was a shootout.
Yeah. Because Allen looked gassed to me, too.
Well, you get tired carrying that team too.
Yeah.
Not only are you trying to carry your own body
Everybody
around,
looked gassed.
Holy fuck, the whole team was on his back. That dude was amazing last night. But so is Mahomes. I'm not a Mahomes guy, but I will give him credit. Mm-hmm. And he's got experience now. And you can tell.
Yeah. Yes. I think that was the big difference.
There's no panic.
No.
It's just, we're going to win this game, and that's all there is to it. Right? And Josh Allen still looked a little nervous.
Yep.
But looked fantastic.
Yes.
But it's just that raw emotion, right?
Yeah. Him sitting on the bench is when you've seen it.
Yeah. And Mahomes doesn't have that anymore.
No.
Right?
No, he sat on the bench like Tom Brady.
Unbelievable. Mahomes was fantastic. Okay. So, yeah. Chiefs win 42-36. Big hubbubaloo today.
Oh no.
Is
what? Should
the NFL change the overtime rules?
That's funny because we actually talked about that a little bit last night. I think they should.
Lacey thinks they should. She thinks they should.
What do you think?
I am so torn on this. After I've had some time to think about it. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you why.
Okay. Do you want me to say why I think they should change it? Or at least what?
Sure. Yeah, let's start there. And then we'll come over to me. Yeah.
I think it should just be an extension of, like, it should just be like another quarter, I guess.
Oh, play the full time.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the full 15 minutes. Even? I don't know.
So what would the difference be between what they're doing now and what you're proposing?
It's not... when Kansas City
you're saying like a 5-minute quarter or something?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So at least that...
But play the 5 minutes.
Yes. So Kansas City scores. Because to me, the only thing right now is that Kansas City won the coin toss. And I felt it was a really... That just gives them, obviously, a much better chance of winning the game. Like a much, much better.
Yeah. Yes, it does and it doesn't, right? I mean, now we'll get into my side.
Okay.
Buffalo, you have to make a stop. You have to stop the Chiefs at some point to win the ball game. This game should have never went to overtime.
That's true.
I feel bad for Buffalo fans. I feel bad for Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. The Chiefs, this exact same thing happened to them in 2019 against the Pats, Tom Brady, if we want to turn back the clock.
Yeah.
They petitioned the NFL Competition Committee to change the rules that even if you score first, you should get a possession. You should get to touch the ball in overtime. They were overruled. So you can't even shit on the Chiefs.
Right.
Because they tried to change that rule.
No, and that would be fine even, I guess. Like, no, I'm not even saying...
You just get one touch. Like you.
Yeah, I guess you each get a possession.
So...
okay.
I don't know. I'm going to take the stance of... The game wasn't decided by the coin toss. It was decided by the fact that the Bills could not stop the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's how it was decided. You have to make a stop. You have to.
Yeah.
And what else do you want Josh Allen to do?
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel for that motherfucker.
Yeah, so do I.
I really do.
So do I.
Like, the dude's an absolute stud.
Yeah.
And a fun fact for you, Lacey.
Yay! Fun fact.
With the current overtime rules.
Uh-huh.
So when did they change? Because it used to be if you scored a field goal first, it was over.
Right.
Remember those days?
Yeah, that
was shit.
Yeah, that was shit.
That was absolute garbage. And they ran that format for a long time.
Right.
That was horse shit. With the current overtime rules, there have been 11 playoff games that have went to overtime. The team that has won the coin toss is 10-1 in those games. Of the 10 wins, 7 times they scored a touchdown on the first possession. So there is an argument to be made both ways. Now, it's going to boil down to what makes the NFL the most money. And that would be to give both teams a touch because it'll keep the game going.
Right. The only concern I have with that is you could have games. Where does it stop?
When somebody scores and the other team doesn't.
So you just each get
If both defenses are that bad, then that's just too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Because that's the only thing that would be bad.
I think what everyone's proposing right now is everyone... Yeah, so let's say Kansas City scored, Buffalo scored, and then Kansas City came and scored again. That's game.
Oh, okay.
Right? But
you at least get a touch.
I don't know if that's what was proposed to the competition committee. Like, I didn't really go back and look at what the Chiefs said. This is what we should do.
Oh, okay.
Right? All I know is that they thought it was unfair. Mm-hmm. And I probably called them a bunch of whiny babies.
Probably. You hate them.
You know, when they ran that option play on third down with who the fuck took the snap? Like the backup tight end?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I want you to fumble so bad because... That could have cost
was it Kelsey?
them. No, I don't think it was. I think it was like 84 or 81.
Oh, I thought maybe it wasn't.
Regardless, they ran that bonehead play from the 7.
Oh yeah,
on
you
a
should have heard.
3rd and 4, and they lost 4 yards. It almost cost them the game.
Yeah.
Why? What you're doing is working great. Yeah. It's gonna cost them. It will cost them. Mark my words. It will cost them. There was no need for it.
No.
Absolutely no need. They tried that same little shovel pass that they like to do. Mm-hmm. Well, Edwards-Helaire dropped it. It hit him in the fucking face mask. But why?
Yeah.
Just let Mahomes sit back there and pick him apart. He did it.
Mm-hmm. He can do it.
He's done it to lots of teams.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I could beat that horse to death, and I think I already have. But
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So I guess we're kind of split on the overtime rule.
Yeah, I don't like I said, I just... When Kansas City won the coin toss, they won the game.
You knew that was it.
I felt pretty good about it.
You felt good.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
So the part that I do like is that it makes them make a choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you doing that?
I'm sorry. It makes them make a choice on what?
Like, obviously it's a bigger choice now whether they're going for a touchdown or taking their field goal in overtime right now.
Yes.
That's a much bigger, obviously. The game's over if you get a touchdown. The game is not over if you get a field goal.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Obviously.
And that part's interesting to me.
Yeah. So they're going to weigh it out. I don't expect them to make a change like going into next year.
No?
No. I don't. Well, it's going to boil down to the owners, right? What the owners say goes, which kind of makes sense, I suppose. They're the guys putting out all the dough.
I like time management in the game too, though. Like, I find that part of the game really interesting. So, and maybe that's where that, like an extra quarter, I don't even know what you call it.
Yeah, why did Buffalo... I mean, not that it probably would have mattered, but why did they not squib kick that last kickoff? To at least chew up maybe 3 or 4 seconds off the clock?
Yeah, I don't know. No. They probably had it worked out. It was going to take 14 seconds to run the plays they did.
Mike fucking McCarthy. Unbelievable. Okay, Lacey, so with that said, let's pull up our updated NFL playoff bracket.
Woo!
We're down to 4, Lace. The 49ers go into SoFi to play the Rams, and the Bengals go on the road to Arrowhead to play the Chiefs.
Yes.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, Lacey.
Yeah.
So, we already have our spreads for next week.
Oh, do we?
So let's talk about it.
Are we picking today?
We're going to talk about it.
Oh, God.
I'm not going to hold your feet to the fire here, though, yet.
Okay. I got my picks, so.
49ers opened today at -3. Sorry, the Rams at -3. They're now -3.5. So a lot of people are putting money on the Rams as that spread's growing, right? Mm-hmm. Kansas City -7 over the Bengals. If you had to choose today, you had two crisp $50 bills, one to put on this game and one to put on that game. Where would you put them and why?
Rams, 100%. Oh, that's not even a game.
Okay, Lacey likes the Rams -3.5.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
Now,
and the Bengals going into Kansas City.
This one, I'm struggling with.
I would be too.
I think
Joey B is not Josh Allen.
I like Joey B.
So do I.
I think he's excellent.
So do I.
I was so impressed with him. Like, so impressed. Like, he is...
You thought Tennessee's D-line had a fucking heyday with him. You wait till the Chiefs get a hold of him.
Okay, so...
I know they're going to try and fix that up, but if you don't have the personnel to do it, you can only bring so many guys back there before you have like two guys that can make a play. Right? If you're pulling everybody into block, it really limits your playbook. But sorry, go ahead.
What? Oh, so I think Kansas City is going to win the game.
Mm-hmm. So you like Cincy +7 is what you're saying?
I think so.
Field goal. It's going to be a last-second field goal.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I respect what Cincinnati has done. I cannot see them. I couldn't see them going into Tennessee and winning though either. So, yeah, it's going to be amazing, Lacey. We could sit here and talk about it all day, but we just simply don't have the fucking time to do it.
Okay. Yeah,
time is ticking. Time is of the essence, right? Okay.
Yeah, I can like solidify that on Wednesday.
Even Friday.
Or Friday.
I'll give you till Friday.
When are the games?
Both are Sunday?
Are they?
I think so.
Boo.
I don't know. I haven't even looked.
Okay.
Let's move over to the NBA, Lacey. We're going to start with the Eastern Conference standings. We got a new first place team, Lacey. Do you see who it is?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Miami.
Miami Heat. They're sitting there in first at 30-17. 7-3 in their last 10, Lace.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Pretty impressive if you ask me. Second, we got the Brooklyn Nets, 29-17, one game back, 5-5 in their last 10. Struggling without KD. Which, I mean, you lose KD. That's a pretty big void in your lineup.
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls sitting there in third. You want to talk about struggling.
Yeah, no shit.
28-17, 3-7. They're starting to get banged up.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah, it's not looking good. Their lack of depth is starting to show, right? So, but still hanging in there. Fourth, we got the Bucks at 30-19. They are 5-5 in their last 10. I don't know what's going on there. And fifth, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers, which are arguably the biggest underdog story of the year. They are 7-3 in their last 10.
Wow.
I didn't believe it myself when they come out of the gate and they were like, 12-4. It's like, oh, fuck, they're going to fall apart, right? Yeah. Wrong.
Yeah, they're not.
They're looking good. And I don't know how. I don't know how they do it. I haven't watched one Cavs game this year. They don't show a lot of Cavs games, right? And then we also have the Raptors sitting there at 500 in ninth at 5-5 in their last 10. And they proceeded to get absolutely fucking throttled by Portland last night at home. They were down by 30 at the half.
Oh.
It ended up like a 12-point game or something, but that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Considering there's no Dame Lillard.
Oh.
There. He had abdominal surgery.
Oh.
So, not good. Not good. The Raptors are fully healthy. So they floored their team.
Yeah. And
got pumped by Portland. So, come on, Nick Nurse, where are you? You're the world's best coach. You dirty, rotten scoundrel. Let's move over to the West, Lace. We got the Phoenix Suns sitting there in first at 36-9, and they're 9-1 in their last 10. Mm-hmm. No slowing down that Sun train. The Golden State Warriors in second, Lace, 34-13. They're 5-5. They're struggling. Steph Curry, 1 of 13 last night from 3.
Oh, dear.
Ever since Steph broke that record, it broke his shot.
Yeah.
He is struggling.
Yeah.
They won last night. He went 1 of 13 from 3, and they beat Utah last night, 97-95.
Wow.
I wish I would have watched the game.
Yeah, no kidding.
We got it, and I didn't watch it. Well, we were watching football. Third, we got the Memphis Grizzlies, Lace, still hanging in there.
Good job, boys.
32-17, and they're 7-3 in their last 10.
I don't like that team.
Memphis?
No.
Me neither.
I like them.
Ja brought some credibility.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a player like changing a franchise?
Yeah, he is.
He's done it. Fourth, we got the Utah Jazz at 30-17. They're 3-7 in their last 10.
Oof.
Not looking good, Lace. And in fifth, we got the Dallas Mavericks at 27-20, and they are 8-2 in their last 10 and looking strong. Strong, strong, strong. Lakers played last night, I believe. They lost again. I don't know. I'm sick of the Lakers. Yeah. I'm so sick of them. You know?
Yeah.
Who cares about them?
Yeah, no one. I don't.
Surprisingly, there's still a lot of people that do care about them.
Yeah.
I don't, for one. I like, if anything, I like to see them lose.
Yeah.
So. Grayson Allen, Lace, a little bit of NBA news. Grayson Allen only gets one game for his hard foul on Alex Caruso, which caused Caruso to break his wrist. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Hard foul in the air. Like, gross. Yeah, he gets one game for that. So, if I was Grayson Allen, the next time Chicago's in town, I would keep my head up.
Yeah, I bet.
Because it's going to hurt. The way he handled it is what everyone had a problem with. He's like smirking on the sideline. But Grayson Allen's famous for this shit. Oh. Even back to his college days. He had a real problem with tripping people during the game.
Oh, really?
Big problem. Yeah. So
he's a douche.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
76ers, Lace, have asked Sacramento to make a trade for Ben Simmons.
Oh!
All they want in return, Tyrese Halliburton, multiple first-round picks. That's all they want. No big deal. Yeah. Does Daryl Morey not understand at this point that Ben Simmons is not exactly the most desirable asset on the market?
No, he doesn't.
What are you doing?
Like, it's been a long time now that he maybe needed to.
Seen a tweet today, Lace, and if you want to roll back the clock to the start of this NBA season, right when that Ben Simmons drama was unfolding, and I said, I really hope I'm wrong about him lying about these mental health issues. I seen a tweet today, and I don't know who tweeted it, but the tweet was, why is Ben Simmons lying about mental health not a bigger story right now? And I don't disagree.
And what?
This dude's out living his life. He's getting engaged. There's no issue. He lied about it.
Yeah, that's a problem. So
what kind of precedent is that setting?
Right.
What kind of precedent is that setting? I was right. I wanted to be wrong.
Right. And I wanted you for all of the rest of society.
I hope I'm wrong. But I wasn't. Yeah. I was right. So pat myself on the back.
Good job.
But I'm gonna boo it. That's
I
mean, dude. Say you got a Kawhi did it in San Antonio. He said he had a quad strain for a year.
Yeah.
Like, come on. They believed him. Just make something up.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it's not a bigger story either.
No, I agree.
But Hornets have also expressed interest in Ben Simmons.
Oh.
I don't know why. Charlotte's doing fine. They're doing very well. And what are you going to give him? Miles Bridges, who's been unreal?
Yeah, I just seen this.
And like a bunch of first-round picks? Don't.
Yeah.
Miles Bridges has played fantastic.
Yeah, I just noticed.
What are you going to trade him, LaMelo?
Right.
Like, stop it. What are you doing? That's Michael Jordan owns the Hornets. There's no way he's going to do that. Not a chance.
He can't.
I don't know. And the 76ers have also approached the Atlanta Hawks. They want John Collins, multiple first-round picks, and they want the Hawks to take Tobias Harris with them. That's a contract dump.
Oh.
Tobias Harris is a good ball player.
Yeah.
Maybe he's expressed frustration too. I don't know. Last year he was fantastic. I haven't watched much Philly ball games this year, but Joel Embiid's been the guy.
Right.
He's scoring more points than he's playing minutes. He has for like the past 10 or 12 games.
That's impressive.
He's been unreal.
Huh.
He's been unreal. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, there's... I mean, when you start calling teams and saying, hey...
Do you want this guy?
Yeah. You lost a little bit of leverage there. And it's not going to happen. He is not that desirable.
No.
So, let's move over to the NHL, Lace, and then we're going to call it a show. What do you say?
All right.
Okay, let's start with the Atlantic, Lace.
Okay.
Florida Panthers sitting there at first at 28-9-5. Second, we got the Tampa Bay Lightning at 28-10-5. And in third, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs, 25, 10, and 3. But those Boston Bruins sneaking up on them real quick.
They sure are.
And in seventh, we got the Ottawa Senators at 12, 20, and 3.
I see you brought back the Montreal Canadiens.
I did. I didn't cut them out of this one.
Nice of you.
Still only won 8 games, sitting in 8th in the Atlantic and the worst team in the league with an 8, 25, and 7 record. Let's move over to the Metro Lace. First, we got the Rangers, 27, 11, and 4. Second, we got the Pens, the red hot Pens, 26, 10, and 5. And third, we got the Carolina Hurricanes. Fuck, there's been a lot of jockeying for position in this division.
Why is Pittsburgh ranked higher?
What do you mean?
Than Carolina?
Because they played more games, so they have more points. Oh. That's all it boils down to.
Right. I forget about looking at the points even.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Third, we got the Carolina Hurricanes. Nice segue. 27, 9, and 2. How about those Flyers? Holy shit, are they bad?
Yeah. Yeah, they're real bad.
That's ugly. Nobody. I didn't see that coming, but regardless, it is what it is. Let's move over to the Central Lace. First, we got the Colorado Avalanche sitting there at 28, 8, and 3. Second, we got the Blues at 25, 11, and 5. And third, we got the Preds at 26, 14, and 3. And the Jets just keep falling, sitting there in sixth at 17, 14, and 7. Going to be another sad year for Canadian hockey, I think.
Yeah.
With the exception of the Leafs. But if they draw Boston in the first round, I think we all know how that's going to go.
Yeah.
So
how it does every other year.
Probably the same way it always does. I seen an article today. Why it's different this year for the Leafs.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. And last but not least, Lace, we'll move over to the Pacific where we got the Golden Knights sitting there in first at 24, 15, and 2. Second, the Kings just hanging around there.
Yeah.
21, 16, and 5. Third, we got the Ducks, 20, 16, and 7. And fifth, we got the Flames, 18, 12, and 6. Look at those Oilers. Pulled ahead.
Oh,
pulled ahead of my Nucks. They're sitting there in sixth at 19, 6, and 2. And the Canucks at 18, 19,
Who did they beat?
4. They beat the Flames last night.
Oh, right. I knew they were playing each other.
In a Battle of Alberta.
That's
Edmonton
right.
finally wins a fucking hockey game. So,
what's the score? Do you know?
5-3.
Oh, okay.
5-3 it finished up. I presume
Scoring
with an
fiesta.
empty netter, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't watch. Yeah. Some more interesting news out of hockey. Not the NHL world, though, Lace. Again, ECHL Jacksonville Icemen released Jacob Panetta after racist gesture towards Jordan Subban, brother of PK Subban.
Oh, okay.
Same kind of thing as we just seen 3 days ago. Friday's show,
yeah.
I believe it was in the AHL.
What the hell?
I don't know.
How old are these guys?
Well, these guys, they're men. They're like grown men.
So they're not 19, 20 years old.
Regardless.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering if it's just this. I'm wondering if I could throw them into a generation here. That's all.
I don't understand it myself.
No, it makes no sense. It's like the world is going backwards.
A real scumbag.
Yeah.
Another one. Apparently Jordan Subban beat the piss out of him, which is great. But,
excellent.
I didn't see it. It was just, I don't know.
Well, I hope he did.
I mean, how much...
Like beat the
Buddy got 30 games, and that was in the A. This is the East Coast League, which is like Bush League. Like, it's worse than the A, right?
Okay.
And he got suspended indefinitely. So, who's taking it more serious here? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it should be a no question at this point. If you're going to try bullshit like that, you're done.
Yeah. We don't need you.
You're done. You're better off to swing your stick at someone's head.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Absolutely. And I agree.
So, I don't know. It's ridiculous. But whatever. On that note, Lace, I have nothing else. Look at what I'm doing here. I'm pulling up our email.
No, look at you.
Any suggestions for the show? Interested in advertising on the Chainmovers podcast? Hit us up at chainmoversmedia@gmail.com.
There you go.
What do you think of that? Impressive.
That is impressive.
Our graphics are second to none on this show.
Very, very good.
Second to none. Lacey, do you have anything else?
No.
If not, Lace, thanks for being here, and thanks to all of you for making us a part of your day. We appreciate it.
We do.
And on that note, enjoy your Monday evening. Keep an eye on that convoy.
Support our truckers.
They're headed.
They need it.
They're headed east.
They are.
Eastbound and down, boys.
I'm proud of them.
All right. Give them hell, boys. We're out.